Hey guys, it's Friday, and I want to talk to you about something that seems to have been coming up a whole lot lately. I feel like I've been hearing this phrase over and over again over the last several weeks, and I heard it again just this week, and I want to talk to you guys about it. And it's the phrase of, I just want to get back to the old me. Now, listen, I get it. I really do. That version of you might have felt a little lighter. Life may have felt a little simpler. Maybe you laughed a little more, moved with a little more confidence, and maybe you even looked at those pictures and man was like, man, y'all, these folks couldn't tell me nothing. But here's the thing. That phrase, get back to the old me, sounds a little innocent, but if we just pause and sit with it and even unpack it a little, it can be truly unfair, even unkind to the version of you that exists right now in the present, the one that's listening to this message right now. Because what you're really saying is, I don't like who I am today. Now, I know some of you are ready to yell at me. I would never say anything like that about myself. But maybe you're saying something must have gone wrong because right now it feels a little heavier, or I feel a little lost, or maybe even unclear. And I want to challenge that today, even if it's a little gently, because I don't want you guys like throwing tomatoes at me or anything. Now, let's talk about why we even use that phrase. Why do we say it? When we look back at the past, we're looking through rose colored glasses when the present feels like, a little heavy. Right now, things may feel uncertain, maybe complex, tiring. Maybe you are just in a season that is stretching you. So naturally, your brain is looking for relief. It's yelling, hey, help me. I want a simpler time. And what your brain remembers is the version of you who didn't feel this pressure right now. It remembers all of the glory, but somehow has forgotten all of the struggle. We romanticize the past because we survived it. But if we're honest, the old you, they were figuring things out too. They were hurting just in ways that you've forgotten about. They didn't have the wisdom that you have now. They hadn't walked through what you've walked through. They didn't even carry what you are carrying right now. And they didn't know at the time how strong they would become. See, you don't need to be the old you. You need to learn from them. You need to honor the role that they played in your development and growth without trying to fit back into their shoes. Because that past version of you, they're evidence. Evidence of your desires, evidence of your effort, evidence that you know how to do something when you care deeply. Evidence that you know how to show up for your goals and your aspirations and your loved ones. Evidence that you've moved through hard things before. Now, you might have come out with lessons, scars, but you've definitely had a few or more wins, and at least one, because I know you're here. The old you isn't your destination at all. You're not working towards that old version. It's the foundation of that you're building something. It's the foundation that you're reaching something. And now you're standing on the ground that they fought for. So we need to honor them and clap for them and thank them. I want you to think about that. You don't need to get back to them. You need to carry them with you. You're not starting over. You're just starting again. And as we've talked about before, starting over can be messy. But the great news is this time, more awareness, and most importantly, more tools. You're not chasing something foreign. You've experienced this before. You're chasing something familiar. Even if it looks different in this season, you know the feelings, you know the desires, you know what you're working towards. And you know what I know? You did it before. So therefore, you can do it again. Even if it's difficult or unfamiliar, or how about this? Your attainment of it is slower than you had hoped for. So, what if instead of reaching backwards, you just stood still long enough to see yourself now, to realize this version of you, the one that when you get up in the morning and you're looking in the mirror, I know, don't yell at me. I know the tired one, the confused one, the one that's still healing, the one that's still growing and is not quite where you've pictured it should be. But this version of you is worthy of some respect and need to put some respect on your name. They've endured things the old you never had to. They've grown, they've grieved, they've survived. But all that truly matters. You don't need the old you. You just need to believe that who you are right now is enough to carry you into your next chapter. Not because it's perfect, not because it's easy, but because you're still here, still learning, still growing, still becoming. And that is what deserves your love, not your criticism. So today, maybe give yourself a little more credit. Maybe give this version of you some applause. And instead of longing for who you were, start walking towards who you're becoming. And how about this? How about I will applaud you, I will celebrate you, I will believe in you until you fully do. So, thank you for showing up. Thank you for being present. Thank you for being here with me right now. Just want you to know the world needs this version of you to continue to grow and develop. I hope this helps. And always remember, guys, I love you much.